Welcome to The Informant, the podcast that talks about anything and everything. We cover from sports, religion, politics, social, you name it. I'm your host as ever, Doc McLeod. So without any further ado, let's delve right into it. Good day, my good people. I hope I find you well. Believe me, you are having a splendid time. Right, allow me to come and it's been a while. Anyway, I had traveled, I'm back. I'd gone to congratulate 3 man because remember, I'm the one who told him that while he was still in the police, that he was going to be the leader of the ZDF. He was the first person not to believe, because he was still far away from the dream. But when it's said when it's said as an oracle, I've come to understand that most people get confused. It doesn't make sense. Henceforth, some of the things that you have been told in life is very difficult for you to accept. So we are talking of what? Like you were saying, it's almost 6 years now. And I was like, yes, very good 6 years. But it's come true. Why? Because when I said it, he was not even in the line of the army, not at all. No, he was in the line of the police force. But these are things that when you are told, you just have to wait upon the time of the Lord for it to be qualified. Anyway, let's move forward. He's there. Everyone knows that. 3 man is there. Matatu, Emmanuel, Marivanesu. Those are no rela. Right. Let's move to what's up to date. Right. The certain things that I want people to pay attention to, especially when I'm saying, like I always say, I'm not a channel of entertainment. I'm a podcast of information. When I give you information, it doesn't come to please you. It just comes to notify you. Whether it empowers you or disempower you, it's not what I'll be after. All I know is I have given the accurate information. There's a step that's taken, and this step is seemed to be moving very fast. Zanu PF have come together. Obvious agreements have been there have been agreements behind the scenes where peace has to prevail from within that party. Why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this so that you don't remain being hyped by people that are tickling with your feelings and confusing you, leaving you not so sure about what tomorrow holds. Instead of giving proper, true, direct information as I do, so that you prepare for the unforeseeable. Right. In Zanu PF, it had become like 3 parties. Number one, there was the Lacoste, which we all know was spearheaded or was part of what the sitting president runs. Then we have the G40, the one that was spearheaded by Grace Gucci Mugabe and the Kasukuweres. Right. Then we had the one that was trying to pull out from the Lacoste, which was being pumped out by people like Blessed Rune Sugeza. He became the vocal point for the war veterans. And actually what they did is they spelled out what it is that they want or demand. But it looks as if the demands haven't been met. Remember the statements I told you. One, they said they will never salute any person who doesn't have wartime credentials. That's statement number one. There was a time when it was said that Zimbabwe must not have a leader or a president who is below 40 years. All those things were being said and being noted. But you must also know that there are some people who were not very happy with those statements, although it did not come to light or in public. It made some people to be discredited, because Zimbabwe belongs to everyone. We do very much appreciate that people went to war before most of the people that's living today were born. Had they been born, these current people, I think they would also have taken it to war. That's what the war veterans don't realize. Appreciation was made. Some were given farms, some have progressed from ever since then. But some have also abused that which they had been given. So they mustn't continue to cry over everything. The part that was supposed to be done, I want to believe it has been done, and we cannot continue to be holding on to the past. This is what the sitting president is saying, that let's involve everyone. So when you look at it, you see that the parliament of Zimbabwe, like I said, now consists or constitute of more than 60% as young people, meaning to say young people are being dragged into the politics of today and being given very influential positions. While they make mistakes, they should be given room to be corrected as things progress. Look at the Minister of IT, Tatenda Mahere. They are always coming up. We've got to, like I keep referring, the tourism. We are now anchored with two young bloods that I love and love the most. You go to the other, there's quite a number of people. There's quite a number of people who are taking action in the rebuilding of Zimbabwe. So there's now something that I need to highlight. Now avoid from today from being hyped by people that wants to start to appear at the wrong time. It's no longer time for people's feelings to be played with. They've wasted your time. They've tried whatever they have tried. It has never worked. If you look at people like H.H. Hakainde Hichilema, he has once come, for the first time he came to Zimbabwe. It wasn't just a normal visit, as you might think. I have to put this one out to light so that you be enlightened. You know, I always bring the truth here. He has realized that there's a master just below him who knows how to play politics. So obvious in Zambia, there's going to be elections, and he needs the notes on how to be a leader. And those are some of the things that I never say to you for you to get to know. But you should put your maths together, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then come with the correct answer. And what I'm telling you is 99.9% correct, so that you don't get your feelings hurt by certain actions and some people promising you false hope. We have got some socialites that used to stand with the opposition. But now, as you all know, that there's no more opposition. The opposition has been denigrated. The opposition has been torn apart, destroyed, and never to rise again. It's only a shadow in the name of Triple C, led by Sengezo Shabangu. He is the only opposition leader that's known to everyone. As much as he's not appreciated, he is known. And he still remains the leader of the opposition, Triple C. You run according to his dictates. If you don't, he kicks you out. So basically, if he is in support of what's happening with the with the ruling party, then it means to say we are now officially a one-party state, unannounced. I said officially, but unannounced. We are now a one-party state. There's people that have been there. I don't want to bring out names, but let me just fit out one or two people. Fadzayi Mahere is a target. A very, very, very positive target. She has been a voice for some people, for many people. She has always said things that people have wanted, and she has actually encrypted herself as the Iron Lady. Change starts with ourselves, and change starts from within. So she has to be stepping back into parliament as according to the discussions that's behind the scenes. You'll see Fadzayi coming back, very, very strong in politics. She might not come back as Zanu PF, but she will come back as a nation builder. Meaning to say, not as an opposer, but a critical thinker and a critical opposer. Somebody who puts the checks and balances to what now being referred to as positive building of the nation in the NDS2 program. I'm giving you hints to this so that you don't see them as enemies, but you see them as critical thinkers and critical people in the rebuilding of the nation of Zimbabwe. So Fadzayi Mahere is one. Number two, Winky D. Yes, he's a fan favorite to many people that used to support opposition, because people have believed that he has been a voice for the voiceless. But at the very same time, we should also agree to it that now there's no one that he can sing for, but he has got now to sing positive things in the rebuilding of the nation. Steps are starting to be taken. The progress is coming, not because he has betrayed the people, no, but because normality has been preached to him to realize that he can be a voice, but he has been a voice for a party that doesn't have a strong leadership. So basically, he cannot continue to be a voice in vain. All what he wants is not like he's renegading from the opposition. No, he's just moving in the right direction to be a true patriot of Zimbabwe. You know, remember when I was telling you that the Patriots for ED is now the move forward. When we say Patriots for ED, we are not talking about idolizing ED, no, but we are talking about running in the vision that he shares, which is Vision 2030. So the Vision 2030 is the one that pushes it to be called 4ED, because he's the one who birthed the vision and he's the one who's seeing through to the vision. So Winky D is going to be stepping up, not in the political arena, but you will see that his voice is going to be toned. He's just going to be a normal citizen. At the very same time, he has actually been a voice for many, and those who have always believed in him continue to believe in him and support the next step that is going to start to take. Coming back to Zanu PF, you are also going to see number 3. Remember I said Fadzayi Mahere number 1, Winky D number 2. We go to step number 3. Xavier Kasukuwere. Very soon you are going to start to see him come to Zimbabwe freely without any challenges. Reason being, instead of continuing to fight, because we cannot continue to fight each other until forever. There's got to be a time, there's got to come a time when we say enough is enough. We are one people, but let's be orderly people, not people that wants to push things to hear what people want to hear. The thing is, people like Xavier Kasukuwere, they are now going to start to step back into Zimbabwe. The person I haven't heard cleared properly is Jonathan Moyo, Professor Jonathan Moyo. As minute I get to hear about it, definitely you know this is the channel that will break the news. But normalcy has come. Zanu PF is starting to find each other. No one is going to be kicked out. Whoever you hear saying, retired Army General, the Vice President, Constantine Gouveia Nyikadzino Dominic Chiwenga, is going to be kicked out of Zanu PF. That person is a blatant liar. He is not going to be. They are going to continue to be working with him. A common ground is being found, is being worked behind the scenes. Peace is starting to prevail within the party of Zanu PF. So it's nothing to do with politics anymore, but it's everything to do with patriotism. So because of that, Patriots for ED is become the notion for the day. It doesn't need to, you don't need to have a party for you to be in that. It's all about now investments coming into Zimbabwe. It's all about what was happening in the NDS1 was the laying of the foundation. Major projects like roads, infrastructure, those are the things that they were working on. As much as they are still behind schedule, there's still things like the hospitals that are still being fixed. I've been told, I'm well informed, they are still going to be fixed. Parenyatwa is 1. Harare Hospital is number 2. Mpilo Hospital number 3. I've heard those 3 precisely that they are going to be well done by the end of 2026. They will be back to the original standards. Then anything else to be built will come after that. These are the only things that I can confirm because I've heard those things. You know, this is a channel that tells you the truth. It doesn't beat about the bush. It just tells you as it is. So welcome to those people. They are not coming to join Zanu PF, but they are coming to be true patriots of the nation of Zimbabwe. I'm not going to take much of your time. I just want to say thank you very much for listening. And once again, congratulations to the commander of the ZDF, 3-man. It has been nice meeting you. I'm back here in the UK. Everybody enjoy your time. Bye for now.